Hey guys, welcome to the Simplify Your Life podcast. It's Coach Simona and I'm glad you decided to tune in. What's up, my beautiful ladies? In today's podcast episode, we're going to continue with part 6 of my free course called Project Femininity, where we talk about how to become more feminine. If you haven't listened to the previous episodes on femininity, I will link them below. Today, ladies, we're going to explore why we as women struggle when it comes to respecting ourselves. And I will share with you 5 tips on how to be content with yourself and feel more fulfilled in life. Now, let's jump right into it. My first tip is to know your worth. It's so easy to base your self-worth on the amount of love, attention, or validation you get from men, or morph yourself into the perfect mother, daughter, or spouse. What's important here is to take an objective look at the way we talk to ourselves on a daily basis. Are you being kind and nurturing to yourself? Or are you critical and always trying to improve something about your appearance or character? There's nothing wrong in becoming the best version of yourself. In fact, I highly encourage you to never stop educating yourself and investing in knowledge. What I'm asking you to do here is think what kind of information you're consuming. Is someone making you feel like you're not good enough as you are? As if you need those exact pair of shoes or you must buy expensive jewelry or makeup to feel special. If you're consuming content that's making you feel less than instead of empowered, you need to take a step back and reevaluate your choices. What you feed your mind with is exactly what you're gonna get in the form of thoughts and feelings throughout the day. If you're feeling down or you're constantly comparing yourself to others, that's a sure sign that you're too invested in what you could potentially be or should look like. We actually can learn so much from children. They're open, playful, and authentic. They have no problem saying no, being spontaneous, and they believe that they can become whoever they want to be. That's not the case when you become an adult, though. You've experienced rejection, a few heartbreaks, probably lost a family member or a pet. You've been in tough situations, and you've survived, but you may have also closed your heart. That's okay, I've been there. But I want to tell you something very important that I've realized in the past few years. Don't base your value on other people's opinions of you. You're not an object. Your value is not more or less than anyone else. You're enough as you are. You may not believe it yet, but I want you to give yourself the benefit of the doubt and try to be kinder to yourself. If you're struggling with all the negative stories in your mind and you don't feel confident right now, I've made 2 videos that will definitely help you out. You can watch them on my YouTube channel at youtube.com/CoachSimona. The first one is called How to Silence the Inner Critic, and the second one, How to Create Massive Confidence. I will also include them in the description box below if you want to check them out. My second tip is to do small acts of kindness. If you don't feel content with who you are right now or where you stand in life, it may be difficult to shift your mindset right away. But doing something kind for someone else will get you out of the victim mentality. You will feel more connected to others and you will remember that you're not alone on this journey and there is so much help available for you out there. We women are nurturers. If we don't take care of others and don't feel like we contribute to their happiness, we may feel sad or disconnected from our inner truth. The moment you stop focusing on all the things you don't have, you will start caring more about doing good in the world. And that, in turn, will help you feel more content with yourself. My third tip is to practice gratitude every day. One of the things I've been doing lately is writing down 3 things that I'm grateful for every single morning and every night before I go to bed. You've probably heard that having a gratitude attitude can completely change your life. While it may sound a bit dramatic, I think it's important to at least give it a try and see how it feels. The feeling of gratitude is so powerful that it can completely get you out of fear and help you focus on the one thing that will give you lasting contentment: love. Gratitude for being alive and being exactly who you are at this moment. Gratitude for others and gratitude for the things you already have in your life. When you tune into yourself, that deeper layer of yourself that you know exists and is more powerful than all the negative stories you're telling yourself, you will realize that gratitude is something no one can take away from you. It's your ability to tap into it that's going to get you out of a rut and become more content with yourself. Are you enjoying this episode so far? If that's the case, you will love my new book, 111 Ways to Simplify Your Life, where I share with you 111 ways to unplug, recharge, declutter, become more mindful, and find out who you were before everyone else told you who you should be. Get your copy now at coachsimona.com/book. Now back to the episode. Tip number 4 is to have an abundance mindset. As I briefly mentioned, working on your mindset is the most important personal development work you will ever do in your life. If you're listening to this episode, there is a pretty good chance you don't feel content with who you are, maybe who you're with, and also how your life is going at the moment. That's okay. We've all been there. The important thing is to realize that you're approaching this from a scarcity mindset. Trust me, I know how difficult it is to get out of it. It doesn't happen right away by saying a few affirmations or watching a video on YouTube, but it's a good start to shake you up a little bit and bring you back to reality. We don't see things as they are, we see them as we are. We create our own reality, meaning that whatever intent we put into the world, that's exactly what we're gonna get in return. When you're acting defensive towards men or hostile towards other women, you will only have negative interactions with all of them. But if you shift your mind towards abundance and realize that there is enough of everything you need out there in the world, your life will completely change. Having an abundance mindset is not about disregarding reality. Sure, times are difficult. We're facing so many challenges right now, but it's entirely up to you how much media you consume, how much fear you let into your life, and how much negative interactions you have with other people. Taking responsibility for not being on your A game is the first step to shifting your mindset from scarcity to abundance. And my 5th tip is to trust the process. No matter if we're talking about relationship, career, or your own transformation, you need to learn how to let go and trust the process. By constantly pushing things and getting frustrated when they don't go your way, you're depriving yourself of feminine energy. You're mainly being in your masculine. It's okay to be assertive, to strive for more, to demand more out of life. But there is a time for action, and there's also time for inaction. As a feminine woman, you need to take good care of yourself and trust that you will receive the help that you need if you let it. You don't need to do everything by yourself, and you most certainly don't need to feel in control 24/7. Trusting the process doesn't mean being inactive and waiting around for good things to happen to you. It's about putting in the work and then surrendering, which is an essential part of your journey as a feminine woman. It's okay to feel scared, angry, or confused. The important thing is to realize that you're looking at life with the lens of fear, and you can always change that. I've made a downloadable cheat sheet with the top 15 cognitive biases that will help you understand what limiting beliefs may be keeping you stuck right now. You can get your copy by clicking the first link in the description or visiting bit.ly/15biases. Now, ladies, I want to hear from you. Which one of these tips resonated with you the most? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for listening. If you enjoyed this episode, please like it and subscribe to my channel if you don't want to miss out on my weekly podcast episodes. I love you guys, and I'll talk to you in the next one.